Welcome to this use case on business process modeling and automation. In this video, we show you how process modeling and automation becomes easy enough for standard business users with our new tool, the SOA4All Composer, and its optimization wizard. Imagine you are working for the administration of a small city. Your city is planning to build a new playground. To help your planning, you want to collect the citizens' opinions using a survey. With the SOA4All Composer, you can model and execute this survey process electronically. First, you define the process as a graphical model. Then you implement the different process activities by selecting appropriate web services. For example, you can use a postal service to send the survey to the citizens. But in a web of billions of services, each activity in the process can be fulfilled by a number of competing services. And, as a business user, you want to select services that meet your concrete requirements and preferences. Services are compared on what's known as key performance indicators, or KPIs. In the survey example, costs would be the most important KPI. Now, given a set of KPIs and a list of potential web services, selecting the best ones may not be easy, and inspecting all candidates will be rather time-consuming. Thus, the SOA4All Composer helps you to optimize your processes automatically. It lets you specify your relevant KPIs and then find the best matching services. The result is an optimized process model. Now let's have a look at our concrete example of the survey process. On the screen, you see the SOA4All Composer. In the modeling area, you can see the graphical representation of the survey process. The green element is the start and the red is the end of the process. In the first activity, the addresses of all concerned citizens are retrieved. Then, a manual check is required to see whether a sufficient number of citizens can be reached via email. If so, the survey is sent out only electronically. Otherwise, it is also sent on paper through a postal service. Aside from the manual check, all activities are provided by web services. For the first activity, check email availability, 3 service candidates exist. The same is true for the other activities. Each of these services has different properties. The more complex the process is, the more difficult it gets to manually pick the right services for it. Technically, the properties of a service are modeled as so-called semantic annotations on top of the standard WSDL or RESTful interface. Here, semantic annotations follow the new USDL standard. Using these USDL annotations, a service provider can specify properties like response time or price. To simplify the service selection, we have developed a wizard. It will help you fine-tune process models according to your KPIs. Its welcome page explains its purpose. On the next page, you can manually change the services that are pre-filtered for the different activities. You can add more services or delete some if you wish, but here we leave everything as it is. Next, the available KPIs are listed. The list is generated automatically depending on the available service properties. A certain KPI is selected for ranking by dragging it to the right-hand side. Here, we minimize the total costs of the process. Now the wizard displays a summary. Clicking on Next triggers the actual optimization. The result is displayed here. The bar chart shows for each KPI its concrete value based on the currently selected services. If we are not satisfied with that result and want to explore different options, we can go back to the previous steps. Here, we optimize not only the total price of the process, but also its response time. The result is displayed together with the first iteration, so we can compare the effects of each KPI. Here, we are happy with the result and press Finish. Now, when we check a process activity, it has exactly one service binding, namely the best matching one. Now the process is ready to be executed, so that the survey is actually sent to the citizens by the services selected through the wizard. Let's summarize. With the SOA4All Composer, you can create and edit business processes based on web services. In order to support business users, we have developed an optimization wizard. The wizard lets you specify your desired KPIs for a certain process and then automatically selects the best matching services. This automation is possible because each service has machine-readable properties in the format of the USDL standard. Thanks for watching. For more information, please refer to SOA4All.eu.